It's Skye from Taste of Algoma. I'm the new host. I'm also your guide to all things in Algoma that are food and local. I am here at Hogan's Homestead, the newest maple syrup company in Algoma. We're gonna check out the production process. We're gonna tap some trees. We're going to taste test maple syrup. I'm so excited. We're also gonna check out the grading system. Bring on the sugar rush. I was born for this. I'm here with Erica at Hogan's Homestead. Erica, tell us about what you have going on out here.
Yeah, so Hogan's Homestead is the third largest maple producer here in Algoma. We have a 30,000 tap operation. We started with 5 taps only in like 2019, and 3 years later we're at 30,000. We are trying to open up the facility to bring youth groups, schools, organizations here to kind of learn a little bit what we do while making a quality product for our community.
I'm so interested in the production process. So how do you know when it's time to tap? Because it's a very short season, right?
Yeah, very, very short. So it takes about 84 man hours for us to tap trees. So we start in January we start, and then they're usually done by the end of February. So we can tap a little bit sooner because we're on a vacuum system. So we don't have to worry about the trees healing up before, sap actually starts running, because everything is locked in through that vacuum.
Right, so you don't have to tap at a different spot on the trees every year?
Yeah, so every year we do technically.
Okay.
So we always have to be 6 inches above or below the original hole, or 2 inches on the other side, but we can tap a lot earlier than people who are doing it at home. So if you were to, buy a bucket and a spout, you would have to tap when the weather starts getting better, because trees are natural, so they're going to start healing by themselves as soon as oxygen hits them and things like that. With us being on vacuum, we don't have to do that. So we have still a time limit, but we usually start the second week of January and we finish by the end of February.
Yeah, and then it goes into the production room.
We use a vacuum pump system to bring in the sap from our 30,000 trees. It comes straight into the building, into our releasers, where it is collected and goes into holding tanks. Then it goes through a filtration system and into the 3 silos. We then run the raw sap right through the RO and bring the sugar from 2% to about 22% concentrate, and we separate those. From the concentrate, we then fill up our evaporator, boil it down to 219 degrees, run it through the filter press, and bottle it for you to take home.
We bottle everything, it goes into barrels. We keep some for retail sizes like these guys, or they go into big barrels and off to bulk buyers.
Great. Yeah. And your big seller, you were telling me, is your flavored syrup. So tell me about that process.
Yeah, so all our infused maple syrup lines are completely natural. So we don't use any artificial flavoring, nothing fake. There's nothing fake about it. So like our cinnamon is infused with natural organic cinnamon sticks. All our bourbon maple syrup is infused in freshly dumped bourbon barrels that are sourced from Barrie, Ontario. And they sit there anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months, just depending on how long it takes. But everything is naturally infused, and we just have fun with the flavors.
And this is
This is your vanilla bean truffle.
Okay, let's try it. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, Erica. Erica, that's really good.
Not too bad.
Really, really good.
Well, we're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
If not,
like I've never tasted maple syrup like this. Like you put it on things or you make it in things, but this is something else.
We wanted to. Our whole thing was, and David might be able to quote me from this, when we want to pitch off in 2019, we said we are here in a generational industry that we want to shake up the maple trees. We are here to put our own spin on it, still respecting the industry for what it is, but being something different, because maple syrup is for anyone. 0 to 100, that's our demographic, and you just have to be a maple lover. And the fact, we don't have white sugar in our house. Maple syrup's the only sweetener we use. Wow. And you can do so much with it, from baking to making cocktails to drinking it out of the bottle for all I care. There is so much you can do with maple syrup, and it is so great for you on a nutritional standpoint.
And not just baking, right? Like a lot of like
You can cook.
barbecue sauce. You can put in like salad dressings
Yeah.
and that kind of thing.
Yeah, we have a chili maple that has a chili blend in it, so it's a little bit spicy and sweet, and we do chicken wings with it.
Ooh,
and we use
yum.
that as the sauce, and it is so good.
Sweet meat.
Yeah,
So
literally.
good.
Yeah.
Yummy.
So there's so much to do with it. We've done it. We've picked up mushrooms at like Finley fungus before and baked them with a little bit of maple syrup.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's so much you can do. Saute them up. Yeah.
And tell me about the grading system. So the light, so it goes light, amber.
So it goes golden, amber, dark, and very dark.
A lot of people with the grading, if you're used to that table syrup, you want to start with your golden because you'll have the light maple flavor to it, right?
Okay.
So the most wanted grading is the amber because it's a little bit of both. But a lot of people like to bake with the dark and the very dark because of the robust taste.
It's almost like molasses, and is it thicker?
It's super thick and very dark. So like you can see this is amber. So this one's a little bit darker because it's been infused in a barrel, so it picks up those notes. But this is usually the flavor most people like, especially if they're just getting into real maple syrup.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Fun facts for the day.
Exactly. Now, the more you know.
Yeah. Now I expect you to put your head in one of the signs and get a picture. Yeah. That better
Yeah.
be the first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm just saying, if we're going to do it, we're going to go big.
That was amazing. I am just headed out from Hogans Homestead. What an incredible day. You can find their stuff here at the Sugar Shack. They also have a Sweetly Mini gift shop on Second Line, 536 Second Line. They sell at the Mill Market and many local shops, including City Meat Market. I have enough energy to go hike Robertson Cliffs, so I'm gonna go.